Welcome back to Metro Matters. Recently, I participated in a dedication ceremony for the Congressman Ed Pastor Pedestrian Bridge at 35th Avenue and McDowell Road. The bridge keeps thousands of West Phoenix students safe on their way to school every year. It was named in honor of Congressman Ed Pastor for his leadership in making the bridge a reality. Take a look.
The bridge you see before you was the brainchild of many community activists, and they, along with parents, for many years had said we needed to find a way to get our children across the street safely. Up to 1,000 kids a day. And if you know this corner, 35th Avenue and McDowell, you know that at times it is no more than a freeway off-ramp. And we owed it to our children to find a safer way to school. So Congressman Ed Pastor stepped forward and he made that happen. He found over $4 million of federal funds in order to be able to close the gap to make this bridge a reality. And that's why in July of this year, the City Council voted unanimously to name this bridge after our congressman from the 4th District, Congressman Ed Pastor. Thank you for your leadership, sir. It wasn't enough to have a bridge, though. The community, we deserved more. So the city hired artist Rosemary Lone Wolf, who came up with the design of the bridge. She drew her inspiration in the bird-like form from geometric images of parrots painted on prehistoric Native American pottery. So it's relevant, it's safe, it's artistic, it represents our values and what we are all about here in the community.
I'm honored that you named this bridge in my behalf, and it's an honor not only for me but for my family. 1, 2, 3.
Here we are at the Ed Pastor Bridge. We just had our dedication ceremony, and we're here with Congressman Ed Pastor. And Congressman, thank you again. It was a fantastic ceremony, and the whole community really enjoyed it.
Well, this thing got started when you gave a call and told me that we needed to have a bridge here on 35th Avenue in McDowell because of the traffic encountered by the children. They had to wait for lights, and I guess there had been some injuries, and maybe a couple of kids got killed here. So I remember your call saying, you know, we have some money from the city of Phoenix, but we need to have a little bit of help. So thanks to you, because you were the catalyst to get this thing going.
Well, thank you. You're very kind, but we all know, sir, that you bridged the gap. You made it happen.
I knew this bridge was going to go to somewhere, and
right.
and so at that time we could still do earmarks, and that is what's important about a member being able to designate projects within the congressional district that serve the public good. And obviously when the city of Phoenix made the application and we went through the process, this is the result of an earmark. It went through the House, it went through the Senate, went through the conference, and the law was signed by the president. So there is benefit in members being able to support the district and support projects that are needed in the district.
Do you think we will get back to that point again, that folks in Washington will realize there are priorities that you as a congressman see?
I think so, because I think even this legislative session, members who vowed that they weren't going to ask for earmarks found themselves going back to the district, and people were saying, what about us? You know, you're a policy person, and that's good, but what about this need? And so you could see in the last 2 years, members, especially new members, scrambling to see what they could do to deal with the project that dealt with the district. And so we would say, that's an earmark. And so there was a lot of frustration. I think what's going to happen is that probably public entities, cities, towns, counties, states will probably be the first beneficiaries, where you have a request, and there'll probably be a process where there'll be a public hearing where members of the entities requesting money will come and testify. so that there's a public record.
Okay.
And then we'll go through the process of all the transparency that's needed in terms of who made the request, the amount of money, what's going to be the public benefit. So I think, yeah, it will start again because members are expected to come back with some projects to the district.
And is Arizona still a debtor state? Did I say that right? Are we still giving more than we're getting back? A donor state.
A donor state. That is basically due to the formula. So in many cases, they said, well, we were getting earmarks because we were a donor state. No, that dealt with the formula of the how monies were divided up in the highway fund. But all states, all localities have a need, and where the member working with the local elected officials are able to determine how to meet that need. I think you need to have that relationship as well as that ability to have the community say, look, we need these projects, and go through a public, transparent process and get these things done.
Makes sense.
It makes sense.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. Thank you for all the fine work you do.
You
and
too,
congratulations.
Thank you. Coming up next, former Arizona Secretary of State and current President and CEO of Maricopa Integrated Health System, Betsy Bayless joins us. Please keep watching Metro Matters.